Yo, I'm back. And, okay, I'm starting off with doing some domain entrances to get some materials for my, characters. Yay. I really don't want to do this, but hey, I have to do this because my drive is getting full and I cannot hold any more videos. So I have to, yes, I have to edit them quickly before I run out of space. So after I did that, I went to peep my character's talents and wanted to upgrade them. Hence, that's why I was doing so many of the books last time. I think that was what I was doing. I really can't remember. But anyways, I'm back to this little place, and yeah, unfortunately, for this part, it has no volume. Just because the recording with OBS went terrible and my PC is crap, so yeah. Anyways, enough talking about how terrible my PC is. I went ahead and did this little thing. I actually found it very fun because it's actually I just have to like fight 3 individual things, which was actually pretty easy. And luckily the electro and the fire thing were actually boosted, I think, so that was pretty fun. And yeah, it's just finding a dinosaur at this point.
Okay, so I got my rewards. By the way, I haven't done this in a long time. I just finished my A-levels, and I haven't like done this in like 3 months. So I kind of just have like my drive at like it's nearly maxed out. So I'm gonna have to edit like 10 videos in like this week if I want my drive to go down any better. And yeah, I feel like that's possible, but it also isn't possible. So I really have to like, instead of locking in my exams which I've completed, I have to lock in with making videos. So anyways, let's stop talking about my life and let's talk about what I did in this video. So in this video I had to find, for me to able to upgrade my skills for the traveler, I needed to find fungus, or like they're kind of like slimes, and I basically just went around the map and slaughtered just a bunch of them in order to upgrade my stuff. I also got a lot of the waypoints, which, you know, if I have more of the waypoints, it'll just make it easier for me to actually travel to those places where the fungi thingies are. This actually took way longer than I thought it would because their drop rate is really low. So I had to do like... So I basically had to kill a lot of them. After I killed all those fungi creatures, I discovered more of the map and I did one of those domains where I can get things or items that I can upgrade my skills. I can't believe it took me that long to actually think of a word to say. After I took care of the little machines and the big dinosaur, yeah, I'm just gonna call it a dinosaur because it physically looks like one. I got my rewards and I still don't know what they are called. The guide of something something something. And I upgraded the scammer's skills. After that I wanted to upgrade Collie's skills, and I didn't have actually any of those that she needed, so I luckily had already unlocked this domain, so I just went in and defeated all of the enemies. Yes, I'm not gonna share the fights. I feel like I'm gonna bore you guys out. Oh, actually, it's a lie. I'm too lazy to redo the recording, and I'm just gonna say it now that I did technically show you guys the fights, but they were just in 10 times speed. And after that, I wanted to do the little bunny girls skills. Oh my days, I'm gonna cry. After I defeated all of those, I forgot what they were called. Oh my days. I actually, Hurley Trolls, there we go, Hurley Trolls. Okay, I actually thought I was gonna forget the names of one of the most basic enemy of this game, but I remember that, so it's fine. And the Hydro Slimes. I think those are Hydro. Okay, for me to actually ascend Amber, I'm going to need the flower's seed. Please do not make it weird. I'm gonna cry. Okay, so yeah, I need not only 3 of the Pyro Regisvine seeds, but I also need the Pyro crystals. So yeah, I defeated that thing. Luckily, I actually got 4, which was enough for both Amber and Bennett. Yes, I figured it out from the video that I actually wanted to ascend both of those fiery characters. I also needed the wildlife flower, which I already know the spawn points, so it didn't really take me that long to actually collect every single flower. It was also a really nice, interesting Hurley Troll, called the unusual Hurley Troll, and when I killed it, well, eventually, it gave me cabbages. That just reminded me of that one scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender. My childhood. Oh well. And finally, I needed the Agnidas Agate fragment. Why did I not call it a pyro fragment? Like, why? Who heard them? Anyways, I am proceeded to. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I am broke in this game as well as in real life, so I don't actually get to ascend them, and I am forced to wait. However, a big coincidence, they gave me 30,000 more for free because I did a survey. Meaning, when I actually go to my characters, instead of me being on my home screen, thank you, there we go, I went ahead and ascended Bennett. I don't know why I chose Bennett over Amber, probably because Bennett actually uses the sword and I don't really use both characters. But anyway, I have 11,000 more. I'm 29,000 short. You know what that means? Quests. Yes, side quests, my favorite thing. We have a little Flora owner whisperer girl kid shop Anyways, the good thing about doing these side quests and not doing the main quest is because you have a lot of things. And when you have a lot of things, you don't actually need to go and find the materials that you need. You already have them on in your inventory. And guess what? I didn't even have to move in order to do this quest. I just stood there and did the quest. And I did the quest. It was actually pretty funny for me, but hey. I promise I'm not gonna, guys, bore you with all of these quests, so I'm just gonna be really quick with them, because this isn't really the main part of the video, so this is what just happened. I had to talk to Swan. I had to talk to Swan about some things. I don't really remember what things, but I had to question him as well, and he actually gave me a gift. How nice of him. After I did Swan's things, I then had to help Jack. Jack lost his items in the middle of nowhere, and I had to retrieve them, and basically I had to fight a lot of Hurley Trolls, and I gave his stuff back. I then had to talk to Cyrus, who's the guild, or Adventurers Guild master. I'm lost for words. And I had to, this was done after I'd completed the Storm Terrors quest. I basically had to tidy up and eliminate all the threats around the city, which, you know, as you can see on the map, there was 3 points that I had to knock out and eliminate, and I did exactly that. And there we go, I finished that. Basically, it was one of those things where the last one obviously will be the hardest, and the monsters will come out of nowhere and just start attacking me for no apparent reason. But yeah, after that, I took care of them, and I made some food, and I went back to Cyrus to get my rewards, I guess. But they weren't really. It wasn't really a lot, but hey, rewards are still rewards. I then proceeded to do a quest, which was basically after the Storm Terror. It was the aftermath of all the things that happened between the Storm Terror and the party that I took and defeated him. Yeah, this was really nice and easy, and now we're going into the main bit, where I discovered this entire frozen mountain. Yes, I finally discovered it after so many times of dying there. I'm pretty sure there were a couple of moments where I died there.
I got careless.
Now, luckily the three guys in the beginning camp will give me so much trouble. And it was mainly the big electric guy.
This is it.
So yeah, for once I actually defeated the electric guy and the earth gun. Honestly, I'm actually pretty happy, but the thing that actually took a while was the fire guy. I actually still don't know how to deal with these. Well, actually I do. You have to use a water character, but the bad thing about this is I use random characters and I don't really have a water person on me right now. But it was fine because I actually defeated them, and you cannot tell how happy I was actually to defeat them for once in my life. But after finally going into the mountain and claiming a waypoint, I discovered a crystal when Paimon would tell me, "Oh wow, look at this huge block of ice." And when I walked towards it, I saw a Yeti. It's called a Froststorm Lava Charged.
You're in for a little shock.
I can't even pronounce that name. I'm not kidding, I actually struggled with this.
Come a little closer.
After I finished struggling with it, thanks to the Pyro and the Electro,
Come a little closer.
you know, thanks to Lisa and Shang-Li, I was able to actually defeat it because their combos go really nicely. I love them. So after that, I actually was really confused of what I had to do with these red crystals that I broke. In the beginning, I thought they were like things that I had to collect, and you can see me continuously hitting it and reading the instructions. And after a good solid minute, yeah, you can see me just doing some dumb stuff like using the little bear to melt the ice, but no, that's not really how it's supposed to go. I actually read it for once. I don't really read these notices, but for this time I had to, and luckily I actually noticed that every time I break one of these red things, I then can actually affect the ice. Forgive me for my stuttering. As you know, I'm Bulgarian. Okay, and yeah, this doesn't really have audio because it kept stuttering, and I don't really want to make you guys bleed your ears, so I just muted the audio for this part. And then a random tree appeared. This random tree I did not understand. It was basically a frost-bearing tree awakening. And all I am understanding with this is that these little crystals help me and prevent me from actually getting cold, is what I actually understood, which is very helpful. Also, for some reason, Paimon doesn't actually have audio for this bit. I really thought Paimon would have audio, but apparently he doesn't, which I was actually pretty shocked. I then proceeded up the mountain because that's where the main waypoint is. I also saw this little thing when I click it, it has like a fiery effect, so that it actually helps me and not get frostbite. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then I decided, because there was physically no other way, I would have to fight this thing. I'm not really sure what this thing is called, but this place isn't really so nice. It's not going to be nice. It's going to take like a few good episodes to actually get this done. But I will tell you guys now that I am done with Genshin Impact, but now anyway, because I really want to do some other things at the moment, and my PC is really buggy when it comes to Genshin and Fortnite and any other like games. So I kind of just stuck with Minecraft in the future. You see me do some Minecraft stuff, so I'm really excited about that. And PvZ Fusion is in the future as well, and I'm also excited about that. Anyway, enough talking about the future of what I'm gonna do. I then proceeded to attack these hurdy trolls. This guy is not really a hurdy troll, it's a massive thingy majiggy. And after I dealt with them, I then went to grab one of these red stones. I already forget the names. I'm terrible at names. Scarlet Quartz. Okay, you know what? It's actually a really cool name, actually. Scarlet Quartz. Anyway, after that, this Scarlet Quartz helped me, and I unlocked the map. I'm so happy. The Frostbite Tree, yes. It was a really... I actually read this information for once. I actually started reading, and I found ancient carvings. I really didn't know what to do with these ancient carvings, so I just left. I'm not kidding, I just left. After I upgraded some of my character's level and my weapons level, I then proceeded to go up the mountain. But shocking to me is that instead of going forward, I went and destroyed these rocks. Because, you know, every time I look at these rocks, I'm like, oh, I have to destroy them. I then looked around and I can actually start cooking. And with the little boba, I can actually start the fire, which is really useful for me. However, one thing occurred to me is that I can't actually go up. I really don't know why I can't go up, and I'm still stuck on this thing today. But I did say I did delete it because it did lag my game a lot. Anyways, after I did that, I did get jumped by a lot of slimes, and I mean a lot. But after I dealt with them, I went to a quest person. And this person is named Iris. And she will basically guide me about this mountain. She was basically looking for... she wasn't really looking for a book. What am I saying? The whole point of me actually going to the mountain was for me to actually find a book. And that was her father's, I think, journal. I think. Don't get me wrong with this. Anyways, I had to find 2 other shards. Pull all the shards out. Now, I am not kidding when I say this. I'm gonna cry. Oh, this is gonna make me look really stupid. But I basically wasted 1 or 2 hours looking for these Entomb City outskirts and the Stargirl Cavern. I really didn't want to research things because I thought researching things would actually is just stupid. I don't like researching things. So I proceeded with my own brain to look for it myself. Well, yeah, this is gonna be really embarrassing. So, after I arrived at what I thought was my destination, I killed the local. Not very friendly with me, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure they don't mind, because they can always respawn. I actually collected a nice really chest there. Anyway, I got the waypoint, and I thought I actually found something. I really did. but it turns out this had nothing to do with the quest, and I was just finding some random honey trolls for, well, at the very end, you'll see that there was a lot of good loot.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Surrendering.
Freeze!
After I decided to spam all of my characters' attacks, I then proceeded to get 3 chests. A precious chest, exclusive chest. Yeah, it had nothing to do with them. I was so mad, and then I saw another Yeti. I did have to deal with the Yeti, however, I'm just gonna call it a Yeti because it is a Yeti. You cannot say that does not look like a Yeti. After I defeated that Yeti, I then proceeded to look and
Come a little.
just proceeded to look for things that's related to the quest. Now, you know, you're wondering what I was doing after I defeated the Yeti. As you can see, this is 8 times speed. It took me a lot of time. Of course, I did find some red quartz, however, I was looking around that specific area. And yeah, let me just say, the fact that this is 8 times speed just makes me look more sad. Yeah, I'm really disappointed in myself because I wasted so much time, and I not only upgraded my characters, but yeah, basically I actually went back to Iris and looked at the names again. Like, oh my days. Oh yeah, by the way, this little bit is 10 times speed. That's how unbelievably cooked I was in the scene. Like, I'm so shocked and surprised that it took me this long to find the 2 out of the 3. I then finally realized to actually go up because I saw a massive area where it looked like a fighting. Yeah, and I was correct, yeah. As you can see, I actually found it. It was just a big fighting arena. And let me tell you this actually took a lot of time. I really thought I was gonna be fine, but yeah, this video took so much time. I'm not even kidding. So after the little thingy, the little fairy little thing that flew away to each individual bit, I really had to cut that out because it took actually a long time to actually get to each individual bit. I used Kaya to actually activate these pedestals. I really want to call them pedestals, but I really don't know what else to call them. Honestly, before this fight scene, I was like, oh wow, look at this, I'm just getting a nice chest. It's a free thing, but no, it really was not. I was not only losing, I was not only like getting frostbite, I was also forced to fight 2 of those giant robots.
This moment will be
By the way, these aren't even giants. These are just medium things. I thought they were giants, but after I took them down, things couldn't get any worse. What do you mean that there's a bigger giant called a ruin grader? A ruin grader. I looked behind me, and it's like nearly twice. I know it's not twice, but it's nearly. I mean, it looks cool. It looks really, really sick. But you can see here that it two-shotted my character by just slamming the ground. I am not kidding. I really thought I was gonna die. The only reason I won, I'm not even sure what the reason was. I'm pretty sure the only reason I won was because of my like core abilities. That's the only reason I'm pretty sure I won this fight. Also, in this little fight, I cut out 3 deaths. I died 3 times. But luckily, the Shanglin and Lisa carries every time. They always carry. And yeah, it actually unlocked. I'm really, really happy that I finally was able to unlock one of the free things. When I actually went inside, I really did get scared because there was once again one of those mega things. Yeah, I just wanted to be done with this, so one by one, I just got the quartz, the crystal quartz, and just, you know, attacked the big metal crystal. Now, there is one tiny little issue with this. The last one is outside. So, I was really, really confused. Like, I didn't know what to do, like, at all. Now, this is in 10 times speed. I was actually really, really lost. I looked everywhere, and I really couldn't do anything about it. The only thing I did, however, was go around it, and I used my map. Because I really thought that that was the only way I could actually, you know, get it. So I proceeded to do exactly that. I teleported to a waypoint, and I went around it, thinking that I could actually go the other way and unlock the door or something. Yeah, here's another moment of where I nearly froze to death. I was looking for places to light up. I really thought that that little light source was actually gonna help me, but it actually didn't. But anyway, after I actually got here, I looked at the wall. The little frozen Elsa wall. It really looks like a design. I was really, really confused. I was thinking, am I supposed to melt it? Am I supposed to lightning it? I really was stuck. And at this point, I'm just gonna be honest, I was lost. I actually gave up with looking for the second thing. I really didn't know how to do it, and I did think, you know, I did think maybe I should, you know, come back here later because it could be one of the main quests that I have to do. I basically just gave up. Don't mind me, I just killed myself there. Yeah, I basically just gave up. I couldn't do anything, I couldn't find it, I couldn't find like an answer to it. So when I was doing this video, I gave up. But I did find something really, really creepy, as Spyman said. I found like a heart. It's not really a heart. But it does look like one. And it had those crystals. The scarlet quartz. And I really thought I was gonna... I really thought I was gonna have to break the crystals and hit the heart. But no, it had nothing to do with any of it. I did look around one last time just to make sure. But I did see another kind of spot similar to the things that I had to fight the three robots. And I really thought that I have to go there to investigate that area. But actually, I did get stopped by this little weird thing. I really don't know what it's called. It looks like a little tiny Star Destroyer, if you think about it. So there we go. When I arrived at this location, I was really, really confused.
Fascinating.
Like, very, very confused. It was obvious that I had to fight one, and I actually broke the thing. I mean, I don't really think this was it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this was it. But then, it looked really weird to me. I stood there, I was watching this really, really complicated puzzle, and this mountain is just, I swear it's something just to test yourself with. I don't even think it's connected to any of the main quests at this point.
Come a little closer.
Before I went to bed, because I was extremely tired, I believe I was anyway, with the amount of time I actually spent making
You're in
these,
for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little...
Freeze.
I wanted to explore this little cave entrance to see if there was actually anything useful inside of it, but I
Come a little closer.
then remembered. I looked around and there was physically nothing inside of it.
What do you think you...
However, this was not the entire video. A part of my video got deleted somehow, because every time once in a while my videos get deleted for no apparent reason. And it didn't cover anything major, it just covered what was inside of this little cave entrance. And what was inside was that the mountain had basically roots like ants. That's all it had, or like at least all I can remember at this point. But yeah, anyway, I really do hope one day I do get to discover this place again. But anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace.